Mike Rogers, and this is the Mike Rogers Show. And today we have a very special guest. Shonen Knife is a Japanese punk band formed in Osaka in 1981, influenced by 60s girl groups, pop bands, the Beach Boys, and early punk rock bands such as the Ramones. And the band's crafts stripped down songs with a simple yet unconventional lyrics sung both in Japanese and English. Let's welcome to the Mike Rogers Show the lead singer of this legendary band, Miss Naoko Yamano. Hey, Naoko.
Hello, thank you for inviting me, and I'm Naoko from Shonen Knife.
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Naoko. This is the first time I think I've ever spoken to you in English, isn't it?
Oh, I don't remember, but sometimes half English and half Japanese maybe.
Yeah, that's probably true. So you want to do this interview? Let's do this interview the way we always talk to each other. Mm-hmm. Sometimes in English, sometimes in Japanese. So shiyokana.
Hi. Okay.
Okay. Oh wait, Atsushi wants to come in the room too. Atsushi, hello.
Yeah. I think he's just watching.
He's connecting the audio. Atsushi Shibata is the manager of Shonen Knife. He's a really nice guy. He arranged this interview for me, and he wants to be there. He is. Hey, Atsushi. Hi, how are you?
Oh, Atsushi went out.
Okay, well, whatever. First off, Naoko-san.
Yes.
I started this YouTube channel about 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I've interviewed a lot of famous artists, but you are by far the most famous artist I have interviewed.
Oh.
So there are a lot of people who know Shonen Knife and some people who don't, of course. So can you introduce yourself to us?
So okay. I'm Naoko. I'm the guitarist of Shonen Knife, and I'm the original member of Shonen Knife.
You have currently you have the original lineup from Shonen Knife now?
No, our bassist Atsuko is originally the original member of the Shonen Knife, but she used to do a drama of Shonen Knife when Shonen Knife started.
Oh!
But in 2000, Atsuko switched to the bassist from the drama. And our original bassist Michie left the band in 1999. And then Atsuko switched to the bassist.
But you have sometimes different band members coming in and playing with you, right?
Yes. Atsuko left the band in 2006 because she has to move to Los Angeles. But at that time, I played with some other bassist. Mm-hmm. And she came back to the band, I think, 15?
Yeah. So
yeah.
Atsuko is your real sister. This is not fake, right? She's really your sister.
Yeah, my younger sister.
Do you fight a lot? Oh, I used to fight with my brother all the time. We argued all the time. Do you fight with your sister?
No.
You don't fight with anyone, do you?
No.
That's really nice. No. You must be a really good person to get along with.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us about your childhood?
Mm-hmm.
So, how did you? I mean, okay, so you were a little kid, and then your first guitar, and then when you started to like rock music, and then how did you create Shonen Knife? How did that happen?
Mm-hmm. I took piano lessons when I was a child, but the piano teacher was so strict, and I scared her, and I didn't like classical piano. But thanks to having piano lessons, I can understand the melody or scale or something. And I started to listen to the Beatles when I was 12 or 13 years old. And I really liked the Beatles, and I listened to their music every day. And when I went to high school, late 70s punk new wave movement was happening, and I listened to Ramones or Buzzcocks or Jam from the radio, and I was so inspired by their music.
Really?
And many other regular high school friends was listening to hard rock or something like Deep Purple or like that. But at that time, I didn't listen to Deep Purple so much. But I like Kiss a lot too. Anyway, I went to the first Japanese Kiss show. It was 1977.
Wow. Where was that?
I think it was a venue in Osaka, 厚生年金大ホール or festival hall. I forgot.
Did you wear makeup like Kiss, or did you show up? So tell us about that show. How did that affect you?
It was very hard to get tickets. So my friend and I went to the ticket agency and waiting in a long line, and during the all through the night. So my friend and I waiting to get ticket in town.
You waited all night, overnight.
Yeah, mostly all night. So my father take me a ride in a taxi cab because it was very late at night, so there was no train.
So your father liked this kind of music, or he didn't think it was bad that you were listening to the devil's music?
He didn't listen to such kind of music. He likes to sing some karaoke, but most of all songs are Japanese songs.
Oh, but that's cool that he supported you.
Yeah, he likes music too.
Wow, that's really cool. So the first concert you went to was Kiss?
My first concert was Japanese idol Hiromi Go.
Hiromi Go?
You know Hiromi Go?
Yeah, I know Hiromi Go. So you saw Hiromi Go? What year was that?
Yeah. I was a big fan of Hiromi Go when I was a junior high school student. And when I bought Hiromi Go's ticket, I got a ticket for 4 Leaves. Do you know 4 Leaves?
4 Leaves? No, what's 4 Leaves?
Yeah, they are Japanese idol.
Oh.
And 4 boys group. And it's a Johnny's group.
Ah.
And because I got a 4 Leaves show ticket for free when I bought Hiromi Go's ticket because I think Four Leaves show's ticket are not sold so well. So I get free ticket. So actually the first concert was Four Leaves, just a few days before Hiromi Go's concert. But it's I didn't buy their ticket. But the first concert I bought ticket by myself was Hiromi Go. And my first overseas musician concert was Aerosmith.
Really?
It was
that was before Kiss?
Before Kiss.
So they were good. Aerosmith was very, very good before Kiss came out. Even I thought so.
Yeah, I think they've just released Draw the Line or such kind of album, but several months before the Kiss show, the Aerosmith came to Osaka.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah,
Aerosmith was really good back then. I didn't like them after what record was it? I can't. It must have been 74 or 5 or something like that. I stopped liking them.
Maybe after doing the Run DMC song.
Yeah. I didn't like that. But I'm very picky. I'm very picky about my music, and so I want to tell you a couple things. First off, I saw Blondie and the Dickies and Mike Pinera, who was the guitar player from Iron Butterfly. And that was I think the first punk concert I ever went to. I think it was 1976 or something like that. You know how much it was to get in? $1.50. And I remember watching the audience and people, like when Mike Pinera was playing, he plays heavy metal. So people were just standing there and just going like this to the stage and like, boring to him. And I felt so bad for him. I mean, I thought it was boring too, but I felt so bad for him. I thought, wow, Los Angeles audiences are tough. They are tough. Man, they don't put up with anything like that. And then one more thing. I got Aerosmith. I interviewed Aerosmith, and I don't remember what year this is. This is like 20 or 25 years ago. And I got them to sing rock and roll all night on Japanese satellite television. So they sang a Kiss song, and they hated Kiss, I guess. It seems like. So anyway, yeah, so that's just something. So, okay, so when did you, I mean, the first Shonen Knife concert was in 1981, right?
1982.
Oh, 1982.
Yeah.
So
March.
Tell us about how you got the band together and tell us about the first show.
Yeah. I was inspired by late punk pop bands, and I wanted to start something interesting, and I decided to start punk pop band. And I asked my friend Michie. She was an original bassist of Shonen Knife, and also I asked my younger sister to be a drummer. And all of three gathered together and went to a rehearsal studio and played some songs. I forgot which song we played, but we didn't have so good technique for music instruments. So I think it was easy for us to start from our original songs because if I make original songs, I can play with my ability. So, and yeah.
So you guys got together. How many times did you practice before your first show?
Our first studio rehearsal was December 29th, 81. So just 3 months from we started to before our first show. But I think we prepared before the rehearsal studio rehearsal.
So how was the audience? How did they like you guys?
We played at a very tiny place. Our first show was at Studio One. The venue name was Studio One, and I think half of the audience are our friends. But anyway, our audience looked happy to see us, and they liked us.
Wow, that's really cool. So I think, Naoko-san, because of Shonen Knife and the legend that you have led and what you created, if there was no Shonen Knife, I would not be a DJ. and I would not have these radio shows where I'm playing this Japanese music. In fact, I played you guys last Wednesday at 5:00 on WFMU, and lots of people wrote, I love Shonen Knife. I love Shonen Knife. So I'm going to play a whole bunch of Shonen Knife songs. This, what day is today? Tuesday? Day after tomorrow on the show.
Wow.
So it should be pretty cool. So yeah, you guys are bigger in America than you are in Japan. No?
I think so.
That's weird. How does that happen? Why is that?
I don't know, but I think Japanese popular music is a bit different from our music style. I think I'm inspired by American or British rock music, but most of all Japanese major bands are inspired by Japanese bands. So, and most of Japanese major bands sing in Japanese lyrics. And the Japanese lyrics, if I put melody line on Japanese lyrics, the melody line became a bit different from English melody line. So English lyrics is suitable with my favorite music, more smooth and rock.
So don't you think also, though, just the music industry in Japan, and I'm doing independent movies and independent music, and I really love Japanese indies music. That's all I play. That's the only thing I will play. But I get the impression that the music industry is so controlled by big money and major labels.
Yeah.
For example, like I think I'm the only one in the world playing like these Japanese indies bands. And at first I thought I'll start this out and then I'll get some more promotion because magazines will write about me. But no magazines ever write about me. Never. And I kind of wonder why. Why is that? So why do you think that is? Why? Is it just because Japanese magazines and the industry thinks my indies music that's just, or why is that? I haven't been able to figure it out.
Why?
Should I just not even care about it?
かな。
どうかな、わかんないよ。
多分、maybe、ビジネスにならないから。Japanese major music industry like just like money.
So I should stop doing that and I should start doing Johnny's Gym Show artist if I want to make money in Japan. So anyhow, last year was your 40th anniversary.
Yes, last year and this year too.
Yeah.
Because our first show was 82, so it's 2022, 40.
So, really, congratulations on that. Can you give us like some memories of this 40 years, special memories, special things that happened, or things that are close to your heart that you'll never forget?
It's 40 years is too long, and I cannot remember. And for me, every moment is very fun. I always like to do Shonen knife. So, and I hope the most more good moment will come in the future.
That's so nice. You I don't know if you told me directly, but you told me the last time I saw you, you told me it's 40 years, and so we're going to go another 40 years. Do you intend to do that? Because that would be a rock and roll legend.
I don't know I can alive or not.
Yeah, but Japanese women live very long. Yoko Ono is 90, I think, now. And she's still alive. She's still kicking it out there. Okay, so let me shake your memory. I want you to tell me about a few shows. In 1987, Shonen Knife was invited to open for Sonic Youth in Osaka, and that was Thurston Moore, and I know him very well. And you played internationally for the first time at a concert in Los Angeles with organizational support from Sonic Youth and Red Cross, and I know both of those bands very well. Tell us about that. How did that happen? Did Thurston Moore just call you on the phone and say, "Hey, Naoko, come and play our show"? How did that happen?
Yeah, we had some shows in Osaka, and once we have a show in Kyoto. A guy, his name is Shin Hirakawa. He owned a tiny record label called Zero Records, and Shin came to our show, and he asked us to release an album from his label, and we released our album from Zero Records in Kyoto. And once Calvin Johnson from Beat Happening, he was living in Olympia, Washington and state, and when he came to Tokyo for his some trip to and he found our album in Tokyo, and he bought many Japanese underground indie music, and he brought back to Olympia, and he liked Shonen Knife a lot, and he wrote a letter to me, and he wanted us to release a cassette album from his label. His label is called K.
Oh.
And we released our cassette tape from K Records in, I think it was 85.
Wow.
And some people listened to our cassette tape. Even Kurt Cobain from Nirvana listened to it. And other people in Florida listened to the cassette tape, and he wrote a letter to me, and he wanted to release our album. And I exchanged the regular postal mail. There was no email, so everything was talked with paper letter. Anyway, after K Records, we released our records from Subversive Records in Florida. And then Los Angeles guy, whose name is Bill Bartell, listened to that our album, and he wanted us to release our album from his label Gasatanka Records.
I know.
Gasatanka Records was in Los Angeles, and he wanted us to invite to Los Angeles, and Bill booked a show in 1989 at the Second Coming. The venue name was Second Coming in downtown Los Angeles. And I bought a flight ticket, and we flew to Los Angeles to play just one show. It was August in 85.
Wow.
And at that time, we played with a band called Tater Tots. Tater Tots consists of Thurston Moore and Jeff and Steve from Red Cross, and other members from Los Angeles music scene bands. So Tater Tots is a kind of all-star band. Yes.
That's really cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, everyone, thank you so much to Naoko Yamano from Shonen Knife. She's going to be back here tomorrow. If you like this video, click subscribe and like and whatever. Please subscribe. And we'll be back tomorrow with Naoko Yamano-san. Thank you, Naoko-san.
Thank you. ありがとう。